Hi everyone, we are here for the first ever tutorial of SurfacePsycho, the add-on I'm developing for industrial designers. This will not be a tutorial for beginners in Blender because a lot of tricks will be your traditional modeling tricks you are used to in Blender. So we are in Blender and the first thing you want to do is make sure the add-on is enabled, of course, and that you clicked this button which adds into your file path SurfacePsycho. That way you just have it right here in the asset browser under SurfacePsycho. Delete every object in the scene and create a new default cube. No, it's not a default cube, but you want it centered, and this will just define the overall size of the boat, the hull of the boat we're gonna make for this tutorial, and add a curve at the center. It's fine, and modify it in order to have a profile of our boat. So we want to have two segments in this curve, so we need to go to the edit menu and assign here an endpoint. That way, if I edit like that, you see that we have two segments in the same object. You want to duplicate your profile a bunch of time. 4 is good. Let's see, and let's rotate this one. You want to make sure you have active elements for this. It will be easier. You rotate it 90 degrees, just like that, and you have the bow of the boat, and you can also rotate this one like this, and you start to see the shape of your boat. The second thing you want to do is add a patch. Any other patch is the right one here, and you want to add a loft and put the loft modifier you just add to the patch on top. That way it will be applied first, and as you can see, it lofts over the selected surfaces. Even kind of work better from what I tested, so we will stay with this. And of course you can edit your patch. Let's see if we can have a more psychotic view. Please do not share this tutorial.
Self-destruct sequence has initiated
already. As you saw, I just duplicated the loft and changed the segment here to match the other part of the curve. So we have the half hull almost already complete. We can delete this is not really important. One thing that I like to do is at the center of the map, just create an empty that I call center. Here you can add a mirror modifier that way, and select center, deselect merge, because SurfacePsycho don't like merge points. And we can also do the same for this one. Add the mirror modifier, center, up, and here we are. Nice boat. Next, one thing you noticed is here are the combs for all the curves that indicates if your curvature are beautiful or not. And you can have exactly the same for patches, and it is under the modifier any order patch meshing, and you can activate it on the U direction. For example, this is the one we are interested in, and we can increase the resolution of the patch. You can see the wireframe to see if it's enough for you. We can add a bit more. That's nice. And as you can see, the curvature is pretty good. We have a beautiful boat shape, yeah. Very easy, very quick. We have the edge that makes it a bit like a modern boat, yes. Even if a middle-aged boat probably had this already. And we will then make the deck of the boat with this time a flat patch, and we want to align it to our surfaces. So now to follow this curve, we need to enable the control polygon, because for the moment there is no way to snap it automatically. We can disable the combs, and here you can snap it here on all the control points that we are interested in, here, and this one here. And as you see, it's a polygon, but if we remove them from endpoints, here we have it. It's our boat. Great. Okay. Then what I want to do is do a little opening like this, because I like it. And let's make it quite wide for everyone to go in the boat without trouble. And let's flip the normal, because it's clear that this was in the wrong normal direction. And same, we do a mirror. Here we immediately see that there is an issue here. The next thing we want to do once we have our deck is to add a fillet modifier that we put to the top too, and assign those two vertices to a new group. This will serve as influence control for the radiuses of our fillet. And as you see, we have these nice rounded edges. We then want to duplicate the top part, delete every point outside, and close it like that with F, and subdivide quickly. We are now making the floor of the boat. We can flip the normal, and we are fine. Now to put the sides correctly, we will need to use blend surfaces. You will use the one that said flat patch, because we are blending between two flat patches. Very clear. You select your surfaces, and here you have way too much continuities. You can play with them, but if you invert, you have your face. Great. Let's see if the normals are, yes, are in the correct direction. So now we have one surface connecting the two. Let's duplicate it and simply offset here and here, and do it again and again. And we forgot to mirror all of them, but it's not a problem. We will do it later. And here, let's see. Okay, last one is nice. Okay, and then let's select all of these, and if you have the correct add-on enabled, you can do Ctrl+C and copy selected modifier, select mirror, and you have it. This is perfect. All of the modifiers have center enabled. Oh, sadly, there is merge enabled, but we will just select everything back and click Alt, and it should deactivate it for every object. Yeah, it did it. Great. We have our help. And the last thing we want to do is to close it with a last flat patch. And very easy, we can delete the fillet and just go down. We need to have the control points of this surface. Now you do it here. It's a bit chaotic because I'm not used to make tutorial, but when a professional will take this task for me, I will be very happy. But for now, let's do everything myself. Yeah. Okay. It's a fun exercise actually. So here you have your boat, nice and good. And the great thing is that it's editable as you wish in real time. And what you can do also is to edit multiple objects at once, which is very handy in Blender. So you can select all of these and we will tilt the rear side just like that with the correct tool. And what we want to make sure then is that our top face is back exactly positioned. It will be an automatic feature in the future, of course, but for the moment, let's do it manually. Okay, so I think we can call it a day. Let's select all the curves, hide them with H, and select all the surfaces. Toggle the control geometries to have this clean view, and select everything, quick export as step, and we will see if we did some mistakes along the way or not. The step export just here, and we see that it looks quite nice. Yeah. You can also download this file. I will put it in the description. And also you can donate for the project, this crazy project of doing class A surfacing inside Blender. This is the future. This is free, this is open source. I hope you enjoyed this first tutorial and that it will inspire you to make more things with SurfacePsycho. And I ensure you that there are a lot more things you can do right now, even if there are strong limitations, as you may have seen along the tutorial. Please leave a like, share your feedback in the comments, and follow the development on Blender Artists. I will see you maybe next time. I don't know when. Bye bye.